Hello, right, I thought we'd have a look at the story of St. David Dewi Saturday then. So, I'm going to go through one of the sheets for you. So, who was St. David? Now, he originated, so he came from the southwest coast of Wales, near where the city of St. David's is today. He came from an aristocratic family. That means he was the son of a lord or a lady. He was the son of Saint Non, whose father was the chieftain of Mynoi, and of Sandde, the prince of Powys. So he was from quite an important family, and he's the grandson of Ceredig ap Cneddfa, king of Ceredigion. Now, it is believed that Saint David was the nephew of King Arthur, and legend has it that the patron saint of Ireland, St. Patrick, was also born near the present-day city of St. David's. Let's scroll up a bit. It has been suggested that he was born between 462 and 512 AD, but no one knows for certain. It is such a long time ago. Now, Non brought Dewi up at Hen Fynwy near Aberaeron, and together they founded a nunnery at Llanon, which is a village just out of Llanelli on the way to Crosshands. He was educated at the monastery of Hen Fynwy. His teacher was St. Paulin, also known as Paulinus, and Dewi performed several miracles in his life, including restoring Paulin's sight by placing two hands on his eyes. Up till then, Paulin had been blind. So, what did David do? What did he do? Well, he spread Christianity among the Celtic tribes of Western Britain. He was ordained, that means made, Archbishop of Wales in 550. However, he continued to live in his beloved home community, Mynoi. He is said to have denounced Pelagianism, which was a group which disagreed with the Church of Wales. Well, I didn't know that until I've just read that. He travelled throughout Wales and Britain and even went to Jerusalem. Now, during the battle against the Saxons, he told his soldiers to wear a leek of the helmets to distinguish themselves from the enemy, so they could tell who was who, because in a battle everybody looks the same. This is why the leek is one of the emblems of Wales. One of his many achievements was opening 12 monasteries. The largest monastery was in Mynoi, West Wales. He spent most of his life devoted to God and gave up most worldly possessions. Now, this is called monasticism. When following the monastic rules, monks had to do these things: pull the plough themselves without the help of animals, drink only water and eat only bread with salt and herbs, spend their evenings in prayer, reading or writing, participate in crafts and trades, and beekeeping was very important for the honey, keep themselves fed as well as looking after the poor. No personal possessions were allowed. Even saying "my book" was regarded an offence. Legend has it that he performed many miracles. His best known miracles took place when he was preaching in the middle of a large crowd in the middle of Llanddewi Brefi. The spot of ground where he stood is said to have risen so that he was standing on a hill and everyone had a better chance of hearing him and seeing him. And a white dove, which became his emblem, was seen sitting on his shoulder. Now, St. David's Day. St. David died on the 1st of March at Mynoi. It is believed that he was over 100 years old when he died. And in 1120, the Pope announced that David was a saint. And soon after, he was named the patron saint of Wales. So that has gone on 500 years or more even after he died. The 1st of March is an important festival in Wales and is also celebrated across the world. 50 churches in South Wales have been named after St. David's, and many people make the special pilgrimage, a journey, to see St. David's Cathedral every year. Okay, you just scroll up to this bit. What can we learn from St. David? He believed in working hard and living a simple life. His favourite saying was, "We should concentrate on doing the little things in God's presence with conscientiousness and devotion. If we concentrate on doing the little things, we can perhaps transform our home, school, life, and even the world for the better." Now, here are some interesting facts about St. David. His mother was a saint, and she opened many monasteries, including one in Brittany, in France, where she later settled. This flag is St. David's flag, so the black flag with a gold cross. And in 1996, archaeologists came across bones buried in the old cathedral, and it's believed that they're the remains of St. David, and they're on show now in St. David's Cathedral. There's a little part of the cathedral there where you can go and see them. Now, we get down to this part, we have some questions. Okay, you can either print the sheet out and write on the sheet, or you can write the answers yourself. So, who was St. David's father? So put a circle around the correct answer. If you go back to your text, you will find it in there, okay? In the third paragraph, it says, it has been suggested that he was born between 462 and 512, but nobody knows for certain. What does suggested mean here? And check your answer by using the dictionary. So it has been suggested that he was born. Why doesn't it say he was definitely born then? Okay. Tick the correct boxes. So you've got some statements here, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, and you need to find out whether they're true or false. So again, there's not much writing here, but there's reading. So you need to go back to the text and have a look. Why did he ask his soldiers to wear leeks on their helmets? Again, go back to the text and find out. Okay. Underline the verbs red and the nouns blue in the following passage. Right, let's remind ourselves, what is a verb? A verb is an action word or a doing word. They're words that tell us that something is happening or has been done, okay? A noun is a word for a thing. So a noun can be the name of a thing, for example, like a book or a table. It can be a name of a place, like St. David's or Porthdawe, or it can be the name of a person, like David, okay? So you have to underline or highlight, I think it'd be easier for you, the verbs in red and the nouns in blue in the following passage. So you need to read it through first and then decide what words there are verbs and which are nouns, okay? 6, fill in the spaces. St. David died on in. So what day did he die? In which year? Okay, you need to work that out, and that's what we're told. In the St. David's Day passage, it describes the events that took place after his death. List at least 3 things that happened after he died. Well, there's room for 3. If you can squeeze a 4th in, well done. But by saying at least 3, it means that there's more than 3, so you should be able to easily find 3 things. Describe the miracle that happened in Llanddewi Brefi, right? The most famous miracle of all. Number 9, match the boxes to make 3 sentences. He believed in, so is it in Mynwy, working hard, or King of Ceredigion? His grandfather was, and St. David died. So you can match up the boxes on the left, the boxes on the right. And then this last bit here, it says, discuss with your talking partner. Well, you're not in school, so maybe you can discuss with someone at home. What sort of little things could you do to make your school a better place? And maybe you can make a poster to show one of your ideas. So the poster, you can either do it on this sheet if you wanted to, or you can just do it on a piece of paper, a blank sheet at home, okay? Right, have a go. Now, green group, I want you to do the 3-star activity, right? If I just go back up to the top, then yellow group, I want you to look at the 1-star activity, please. If we come down, we just scroll down a little bit. And when we get to group glass, blue group, which is from here-ish, I want you to look, please, for the activity with 2 stars. Okay, right, hopefully that'll help you to have a go at this today. Please, all of you, do not do all 3 star work, okay? That's a waste of time, okay? Thank you.